Following Wednesday's attack by an alleged Afghan national, President Trump is calling for a stricter crackdown on U.S. immigration policies. And the DHS just announced a major change to immigration policy. Let's go live to NewsNation's Libbey Dean, who's in Palm Beach covering the president. Libbey, tell us about that change.
Well, Jessica, a massive freeze now coming to U.S. immigration services into the U.S. We now know those asylum seekers, that is all being halted. This was just announced by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services that asylum decisions are being halted. This means any asylum seekers attempting to flee persecution in their country, they'll now not be granted access into the U.S. for now. You're looking at that post on your screen from the USCIS director who was appointed by President Trump to that role, halting asylum decisions. A major announcement. Another major announcement that happened moments after this one, the State Department tonight saying they are pausing the issuing of any visas to individuals traveling on Afghan passports. Two major announcements there, a direct result of President Trump's late night directive on Thursday, ordering that crackdown on immigration enforcement following the shooting of those two National Guardsmen in Washington, D.C. near the White House. Now, the president posting he plans to permanently pause migration from all third world countries. It's not clear here what the president or what countries the president here is referring to, but we do know he has ordered a review of green card holders from Afghanistan and other countries of concern, as well as those new announcements from the State Department and USCIS tonight. Now, the president also in this lengthy social media post threatening to strip the citizenship of any naturalized foreign-born person who his administration decides isn't a benefit to the country or is a financial burden to it. Now, those moves likely to face roadblocks in the courts. Wouldn't be shocked by that. But the suspect here, that's also something that we've been talking about tonight. That is what has ultimately triggered this latest immigration announcement, not only from the president, but USCIS, the State Department. And they, officials themselves, have pointed to this shooting and this suspect who is an Afghan national for these decisions that we're now seeing play out across the federal government when it comes to immigration enforcement. We know this suspect was flown in during the Biden administration's Operation Allies Welcome. Following that withdrawal from Afghanistan, we were in the room with President Trump asking him about this last night. Let's take a listen to that.
The suspect does have a wife and 5 children who live in Washington. Do you plan to deport them?
The suspect has?
The suspect?
Well, we're looking at that right now. We're looking at the whole situation with family. It's a tragic situation.
Of course, you just detailed that this suspect was flown in under the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But was he granted asylum under your administration?
When it comes to asylum, when they're flown in, it's very hard to get them out. No matter how you want to do it, it's very hard to get them out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.